But if it's just me, you at the top of the key, one-on-one, I like my chances against anyone.
Antonius Cleveland hails from Memphis, Tennessee in the US. He was recently named the NBL Defensive Player of the Year. Today we break down his defensive secrets and how he shuts down opponents. AC also shares the story behind his favorite tattoo. Let's go, Rush! We're going to talk about defense, and I want to go into quite a bit of depth about your defense because last season you were named the Defensive Player of the Year in the NBL. What makes you such a good defensive player?
I think with my athleticism, I'm able to, be a little quicker, faster, which helps on that end. In Memphis, growing up, playing basketball, you never really just want anyone scoring on you. Because you hear about it the next day, like, oh man, I was killing AC yesterday. So I just always had that mentality, I don't want anyone really just scoring on me thinking they're better than me. So I kind of just took that with me this whole time, and over here it's like kind of just magnified, I guess, because, I'm not too many imports, so I kind of stand out with my athleticism guarding, all over the place and guarding different players.
So when you're guarding a player, what's your process in a game to really stopping them?
Well, for the most part, if it's just strictly one-on-one, I love my chances. I think the only thing I focus on is if a screen happens. That's the toughest part to me because some guys are really good at setting screens and it can be really hard to fight over a screen or get under and still be there to stop them. My focus is just okay, what's about to happen? If the screen's coming, or what's the call, what's the coverage? But if it's just me, you at the top of the key, one-on-one, I like my chances against anyone. Honestly, just personally speaking.
And are you much of a trash talker on the court?
Yes, 100%. But I don't talk trash. I encourage my teammates out loud. But if a guy says something to me and I don't like, you best believe he's gonna hear from me. But I don't really just go out there talking trash. I respect the game and I respect my opponents for sure.
Okay, so let's say you're going against someone that is technically bigger, faster, and stronger than you.
Yeah.
How do you go about stopping them in a game?
You gotta be fearless. You can't think about it. You can't think about that. If I get a play and I got a box out Aaron Baines, I'm treating him like he's anyone else, and if I successfully box him out, I'm gonna let him hear about it too as I run back on the other end. So that's just my approach. You just can't overthink stuff. If they're bigger, they're faster, then that means that you're not supposed to do whatever it is you're supposed to do. So what do you got to lose if they're bigger and they're faster? So that's my mindset, I guess.
Right now in the NBL, who would you say is the toughest player to guard?
Like I said, I like my chances against anyone, just me and him. But I'll say Bryce Cotton, he's gonna run off a lot of screens, So you got to go through so much when you're guarding him, and over a repeated time period of the same thing, they can kind of wear you down, I guess. So if I had to say anyone, I would say him, just because of the plays that his teams run for him and whatnot. But other than him, I really can't just think of anyone else.
Back to America, in terms of guarding people over there, because you've had stints in the NBA. Who's the all-time toughest player that you've had to guard?
Kevin Durant.
Ooh, okay.
Just nothing you can do. 7 feet, yeah. If he misses, he misses. But as far as just you trying to stop his shot, he's 7 feet. When he elevates, it's there's nothing you can do. I'm there with a hand, but nothing you can do. So I say Kevin Durant.
Have you got a Kevin Durant story when you were guarding him?
Nah, not a story. I ain't really talking much when I was guarding him. Being in the NBA, when I'm out there, I don't feel like I got room to talk, because I'm only out there for a short period of time, and I'm not really doing a lot offensively. I think over here, I can really be myself, and really be who I am. And the NBA is just about, okay, these 3-4 minutes I'm out here, let me focus and really, I wasn't myself, kind of. And that's the only thing that I kind of regret about those stints. I feel like I wasn't AC. I was just someone trying to not mess up, kind of, if that makes sense.
So there'll be a lot of basketball players watching this interview and looking up to you, obviously with your defense. What advice would you give to them to improve, their defensive skills?
I'll say practice not fouling. When you're in the park or when you're at the rec, just playing, comp league or whatnot, try to defend without fouling. I think that translates over, when there's no refs around and you're focused on not fouling, then when refs are around, you can, be even better. So I'll just say, focus on not fouling, and also doing your homework on who you're guarding. Know who you're guarding. I think all that matters. If a guy can't shoot, give him some space. If a guy can shoot, don't give them space. It's small things like that.
Hey guys, hope you're enjoying the interview with Antonius Cleveland. I'm curious to know what you think. Who is the toughest player to guard right now? That can be in the NBA or the NBL. Drop a comment and let me know your thoughts. All right, let's talk offense. So when you're in the gym and you're training by yourself, what skills do you tend to work on?
Just jump shots or anything off the dribble. I like to do a lot off the dribble, so I try to work on finishes, floaters, jump, mid-range pull-ups, stuff like that. Stuff that I'll do in the game. A couple fadeaways here and there. I like to, shoot over people, so just a variety of things.
Are you able to break down your favorite move?
I love to shoot fadeaways. I'm not gonna say I just started, but I just love when I got a guy who I'm taller than. I can just, shoot like like Kobe, shoot a Kobe fade. Like that's my favorite. Coach kind of doesn't like it, I guess, because he thinks I should just go all the way to the hoop. So kind of haven't been shooting them as much, but that's my favorite shot.
So what is your height and wingspan?
I think the last time I did my wingspan was like 6'11", and my height is 6'6". But I know you do everything in centimeters over here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm 6'6".
Impressive. So, okay, let's break down. It's the fourth quarter.
Okay.
It's coming down to the final minutes, final seconds. Crowd's going crazy. Game's on the line. How do you handle that pressure?
Just remembering that it's just basketball at the end of the day. Stakes are a little high, but I mean, it's what you dreamed of and live for. So never let the moment be bigger than you. So whatever you've been doing the entire game, continue to do it at the last minute. That's what I say. Do
you have a definition of success?
My definition of success, like individually, is just being the best that you can be. If I work hard to really just be the best that I can be, then I got to live with that. It's nothing more else I can do. So that's always my goal. Just never try to be better than anyone. Be the best you can be. As far as the team aspect, of course, winning the championship, of course. But individually, just being the best you can be. That's all you can ask for.
What are your goals for this season?
Just win. I want to impact winning. I want people to say, he was a winner. I didn't win a championship last year, but I think that I was a winner. I think I helped my team be pretty good. So I want to always do that, and hopefully that can turn into a championship this year. But I just want to be in the mix, be a winner, and be that guy who helps his team win and like the main, catalyst for his team winning. So that's my goal for this season.
And what brings you the most joy on the basketball court?
It's a lot of things. Just being out there in front of all those people playing, being able to impact, kids' lives. After each game, a kid wants my arm sleeve or my shoe or my, autographs, and I'm always trying to make it happen for them. Like I try to sign autographs, take selfies, because I think that's dope, man. I was that kid before. To know that people want my autograph or want my picture, or want my shoes I think that means a lot, and that's what I kind of, enjoy the most about being over here.
All right, AC, let's talk tattoos. You're absolutely covered in ink. Have you got a favorite tat?
I got this tat like 4 days ago, and it's my favorite so far, just because like what it means and what it stands for. There was a lot going on before the 1968 Olympics, and they wanted to protest, to racial equality and like this human rights period, and they decided to take a stand after they won the Olympics, and Peter Norman took a stand as well, but he didn't put his fist up. He more so did it with he wore like a human rights pin. They all took a lot of heat for that, and I know Peter Norman was from Victoria, and when the Olympics came in 2000, he wasn't even like invited just because of that. And those other two guys were expelled from the Olympics, etc. Like they just took a lot of heat for that. But I just think that was brave of them to just try to make a stand, and so.